Welcome to Spotlight on Newcastle County, which features all things Newcastle County, Delaware. I'm your host, Melody Kitchen. You never know who we're going to talk to or where we're going to visit. Today we'll be interviewing with County Council member Bob Weiner. We're going to be discussing the Bark Park cleanup at Talley Park. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you, Melody, for having me.
Now, to begin with, can you tell us a little bit about what the Bark Park cleanup actually is and where it's going to take place?
Sure. The Talley Day County Park is one of the great regional parks in our county park system. It's located on Falk Road, Route 261, and it's the regional library for northern Delaware. It has great assets. It has a library, it has sports fields, it has wonderful pathways, and when we were master planning it, County Executive Tom Gordon and I made sure that we did something that had never been done before. We put in Delaware's first dog park, or Bark Park as it's called, fenced-in acre, 1 acre for small dogs and 1 acre for large dogs. They have their own water fountains. They have their own pre-stage area where they can pick up a plastic bag for the things that dogs do. And it comes with benches and trees so that people can enjoy it. Of course, the mulch tends to wear out after a half a year to a year. So in order to encourage a sense of a public-private partnership, when the park was launched in 2002, I initiated a semi-annual spring and fall Bark Park Maintenance Day. And we schedule it on the day that the kids are off from school due to in-service or some event where the kids aren't in school due to, let's say, Good Friday. This year, we're going to have it on March 27th. That's a Friday at 10 o'clock a.m. And all of you are welcome to come and join us and help spread the mulch. We'll have mountains of mulch pre-staged there by our County Special Services Department. We'll have rakes, wheelbarrows, we'll have pitchforks, and there may not be enough, so you can bring some of your own tools, and here's your chance to take a sense of ownership and give back to others.
Now, I know that you mentioned special services. Can you tell us a little bit about what special services role is in the Bark Park cleanup?
Certainly. The whole name, Special Services, is sort of mysterious. It doesn't really tell us what it means, and that's because during County Executive Gordon's first term in office, we decided to do efficiency studies and determined that we could take some of the smaller departments and put them all together. And so the County Parks Department is combined with Sewer Department and other departments. It's sort of like County Parks Department on steroids. And it has all these different components that synergistically work together. So think of it as our County Parks Department plus.
Sure. Now, you can't have a community cleanup without volunteers. I know that you have Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts. I know you have some students there. Mm-hmm. Is there any volunteers that you'd like to mention?
Yes. Every year we put out an invitation, which we're doing right now in many different methods, to let folks know that they can come and join us and do community service. Pick a day now that the kids, whether they're Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, Honor Society, Social Study, Key Club, can come and earn community service hours. But mom, dads, if you're just home and you want to come out, this is a great day to do that, and you'll simply need to put away maybe an hour or 2 hours on your calendar. Again, that's Friday, March 27th at 10 a.m. at the Talley Day Bark Park off of Falk Road behind the library, and you can make a difference and participate in our mulching for the spring.
I'd like to ask you, I know that it certainly seems like you and County Executive Tom Gordon share the same view that building vibrant communities is absolutely essential to, having a healthy, happy Newcastle County. Can you tell me a little bit about that shared view?
Mm-hmm. Building vibrant communities is the touchstone of how Tom and I got started. We were civic leaders together in the 80s and 90s with the Council of Civic Organizations of Branding 100, which is a civic umbrella group for the area north of Wilmington. It's the oldest of its kind, over 50 years. We actually were friends from working out at the Kirkland Fitness Club downtown.
That's right, you've known each other for a long time.
For 40 years.
40 years.
So when Tom was starting up CCOBH again, he asked me if I would serve on his zoning committee, and I became the zoning chairman because of my legal background in land use.
Right. Now, I'd like to also mention that you previously did have a TV show. You were on Channel 2, is that correct?
That's correct. The precursor or before we had the studio that you have today was Rollins Cablevision 2, which got purchased by Comcast. And I had a leased access show called Focus Delaware, much like Entertainment Tonight. And it ran from 1980 to 87. If you go to YouTube, you can see some of the segments that I did, and Tom likes to watch one segment, I know, with a restaurant called Charcoal Pit. But we had segments that were 90 minutes live with pre-taped segments that we put in. We had University of Delaware television production students working. And then we had segments where we would interview talent that was coming into Delaware, like Dizzy Gillespie, Lionel Hampton, Bobby Short, George Thorogood, and Judy Johnson, who was a wonderful African-American baseball player. I had a chance to do a 12-minute interview with him. These are all now historic archives. But I'm hoping that these fine young students here that are from Wilmington University also have a chance to get on their opportunities because of the great experience they have working with the county on this show.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Now, another thing that I'd like to mention as we further our interview is that you've done work with NACO, which is the National Association of Counties. Can you tell us a little bit about what that is and what work that was?
Certainly. During my almost 20 years as a county councilman, I've had the pleasure of learning what a county council person does. And school for county elected officials is the National Association of Counties. I've picked a subset during my time as the Energy, Environment, and Land Use Steering Committee Chairman. Been appointed by 8 presidents over the years to chair the Smart Growth and Land Use Committee. So I've had a chance to learn about how you build walkable mixed-use villages where people have an opportunity and a choice not to use their car, but to be able to walk from where they live to where they live, shop, work, and play. And this ultimately has to be retrofitted onto all our communities where we all live. We should have that healthy option. It's good for the economy, it's good for the environment, and it's a great lifestyle in order for us to have that option of walking.
Absolutely. Also, just health-wise in general.
Yes.
You know. Now, back to the park. Speaking of getting outside.
Yes.
Some people may not know that the Department of Community Services is essentially Parks and Recreation. Can you describe special services and the valuable role that they play here at County Council? And separate from what we asked before, not so much what they are, but what roles they play in the parks specifically.
Parks and libraries are the 2 most popular activities that we as a county run. Of course, the largest segment is public safety, but if you did a popularity vote, parks and libraries would be right up there with our police and public safety. And so it's the County Special Services Department that provides services to our parks, all the things that need to be done to maintain them. However, there aren't enough tax dollars to do everything there is at our parks. So with this partnership with the County Park Maintenance Day, they'll spend time putting establishing the mountains of mulch there and bringing the tools that we need. But then we have citizens that work to spread the mulch and thereby save the county departments some overhead and overtime dollars. At the same time, we're also getting a sense of ownership, that we the citizens own this project. It means so much more when you do it yourself rather than someone that you don't see doing the work for you.
Absolutely. Now, for potential volunteers, do they have to RSVP to anyone, or do they have to call to sign up, or how do they go about taking place in the volunteer program?
You can just show up. Again, that's March 27th, Friday, 10 a.m. at the Talley County Park at the Bark Park off of Falk Road, Route 261. Or if you would like more information, you can call my office and speak to my office aide, Lewis Hinkle, area code 302-395-8362. And I'll be happy to provide you some information. We have Boy Scout, Girl Scout, Key Club, social studies classes, honor societies, all signed up in advance, as well as volunteers through the county, because the county also provides volunteers as well.
And before we wrap up, I just wanted to have you reiterate for our viewers who, what, where, when, why.
Certainly.
And just that way they
Yes.
have all the information.
Well, for those of you that weren't taking notes or tuned in late, we're talking about volunteering your time to help maintain the Talley County Bark Park for our spring maintenance day, which will be Friday, March 27th at 10 a.m. If you don't have rakes or pitchforks, we'll have some for you, and if you want to bring work gloves, you can as well. But County Executive Tom Gordon and I look forward to seeing you there, and we'll help you too spread some mulch at that day.
Thank you, Councilman Weiner. Is there anything you'd like to add before we wrap up today?
Melody, I think you do a great job doing interviewing.
Thank you.
Right.
Well, thank you so much for coming today,
Certainly.
and good luck with the Bark Park cleanup.
Thank you very much.
Well, that wraps up this edition of Spotlight on Newcastle County. I hope you enjoyed today's show. Please keep it tuned here to NCC TV, your premier source for local news and content in Northern Delaware. For executive producer Jim McDonald, Director of Communications Tony Prado, and the NCC TV crew members, Nash Chelapu and Lisa Lancaster, this is Melody Kitchen. Thank you for watching. Take care.